Hi, welcome to Meet the Resource, enVisionMath 2.0 Family Workshop. Today's agenda is why did we choose enVisionMath 2.0, give you an overview of your child's math block, demonstrate the resources that you have access to at home, give you a chance to log in. If you have any questions, my contact information is in the last slide. Please use it. Why did we choose enVisionMath 2.0? We continue the process from the 2014-15 math resource adoption. 34 teachers piloted 4 different programs across the district: Everyday Math, Math Expression, enVision 2.0, and My Math. While the teachers were piloting the programs in their classroom, math facilitators and I visited neighboring districts to observe all 4 programs being used in action. We then took those 4 programs and aligned them to Parkway's curriculum. It is important to note that our learning targets and our standards and overall our Parkway Elementary Math curriculum is not changing. Only the resource that we use to support our students' learning in the classroom is changing. After several months of last school year, the piloting committee came together to provide feedback. You look at the statistical analysis of the data, you can see that enVisionMath right here in blue was the leader. We looked at 4 different categories: assessment, right here, differentiation, instructional tools, and parent support. In each of those 4 different categories, enVision was the winner. So based on the feedback from the piloting teachers and the statistical analysis, and our school district visits, the math facilitators and I decided to present our decision of enVisionMath 2.0 to the Board of Education. And luckily, it's been adopted. Now that enVisionMath 2.0 has been adopted, I'd like to give you an overview of what your child's math block looks like. There's 3 main parts to a math lesson in Parkway Elementary Schools. Parkway teachers in elementary school teach using the workshop model. In math, that means they start with a grapple problem. During this time, teachers are able to facilitate students learning through problem solving. Our new resource provides guided questions to support teachers as they support their students' mathematical thinking. During the beginning of each day, our students engage in rigorous problem solving. This gives the teacher a chance to see how they are with what's about to come their way. After the grapple problem, teachers conduct a mini lesson. Mini is there for a reason. We suggest no more than 10 minutes during this time. This is the point in the math lesson where teacher models. The teacher will say, "Watch me as I," and use today's skill. After the grapple and after the mini lesson, the teacher has a chance to assess and differentiate her classroom. Through the assessment, she can ask students 2 to 3 questions, and based on the way they answered them, she knows which students need more direct instruction with the teacher. So for the second half of the math block, the teacher is able to work with those students directly, while the other students in the class engage in activities that meet their level as a mathematician. Some of those activities might include games, some might include technology, some might include independent work, some might include challenging problem solving. The teacher then has the opportunity during the second half of math workshop to pull small groups and conference with students one-on-one. Here's a visual representation of the workshop model in a Parkway classroom. The last 3 to 5 minutes of each lesson is the share, where students get to name what they learned in class that day. I'd like to show you how to log in to the resource. The website is tinyurl.com. When you log in, you will need, I'm going to go back to the login screen. So the website is tinyurl.com/Parkway enVision. When you use that link, you will need your student's network ID. Their network ID is their last name, first initial, and last 4 digits of their student ID number, and the password is welcome. Click Sign In, and then you come to the home screen. After you come to the home screen, you'll see 3 different options: programs, classes, grades. For most of the time, you will spend investigating in programs and classes. If you click on classes, you will see any assignments that your teacher has assigned to your child specifically. This child has been given 4 things to do and the date that they are due. These are the assignments that he has in progress, and these are the assignments that he has completed. These are the assignments he hasn't started. And each of those assignments look different. This is the adaptive homework. And the questions can be read.
There are 9 gel pens in a box. Mrs. Rogers bought 7 boxes for the art club to use. How many pens did Mrs. Rogers buy in all?
Now with adaptive homework, if I get several questions wrong, the homework will adapt to my level. Go back to the home screen. Under programs, you have a place to access everything that is in your student's book in class. You can see the grapple problem that they engaged in. Most of our students are in Topic 1, so let's just choose that one. When you click on Topic 1, you'll then see a list of the lessons. Lesson 1.5, Division as Sharing. When you click on the lesson, you will see each of the components of that lesson. So if there's ever a time when your child is absent, you could click on and see what they missed in class. Okay. Here's the Another Look video. So if your child's at home doing their homework and they're struggling, I would suggest that you watch the Another Look video right away.
Division is an operation that has us divide numbers and objects into smaller equal groups. Let's say you have a pile of toys that you divide between your friends. What do you call that?
It's basically a recap of today's lesson, and it will remind the students of the language the teacher used and the strategy he or she used to teach the lesson. I want to show you one other thing in the resource. If you go back to classes, you can access the Game Center, where students can find every game in every grade to play. Pearson also offers an app that you could get from the Apple App Store or from the Google Play Store. It is free. It's called Pearson Bounce Pages. This is another way to find support for your child at home. Here's my contact information. If you have any questions, please reach out. Thank you for participating in this workshop.